Hi.
Hi.
Can I give you one of these? It's cloudy out here today. It's very windy out.
5, 3, 1.
I'm starting my pilgrimage today from Niagara Falls.
Okay.
Thank you.
What products have dog? Fur trim on carcass. Where are you from, Rita?
I live in Toronto right now.
Today is the first day of a pilgrimage for animals. I'm walking from here to Newcastle, Ontario.
That's impressive.
And I'm trying to raise awareness so that people will learn about cat and dog fur products.
I've never heard of that.
There's no labeling laws. If you go to our website, I give you a list.
Absolutely.
Well, we welcome you here to the Maid of the Mist Marketplace. The souvenir shops are open. The photo gallery, if you're just...
I just need map 1 and 2. This map here is my first part of my pilgrimage. So that's map 1. With map 2, I'm going to be on my way now through Niagara on the lake. Should take me about 5-6 hours to walk. Hi Jenny, and do I get permission to film you?
Yes.
Alright, and your dog's name is?
This is Howie.
Howie. Hi Howie, how are
Howie's
you?
from a shelter. Yes.
I have a card here I'd like to give to you. It's
Thank you.
yeah, it's about Rape of the Wild Foundation Inc. You want to walk with me a little?
Sure, yeah.
Because you know, if I ask people right on the website if they're interested, then they can walk along with me.
No. Are you against animal abuse? Yes. Why? I love animals. Anybody who would abuse an animal has no heart or soul. Animals need to be cared for and loved. It is an animal. It needs to be loved like a child, you know? I'm against it.
Can we use this footage with your permission towards our documentary?
Yeah.
We're at the shower facility here. There's picnic tables and places where you can set up a fire and pitch a tent. Lots of weather. What is this made out of? Like the actual body of the costume? It feels like, does it say faux fur on there?
It says nothing on here.
It's like a Halloween. What is this? Dog costume. It's a dog costume and it has fur on it. There are many people in Canada who are unaware of the Canadian government allowing these imports and sales. Rain or shine, I'm going to keep going. If we don't put a ban on dog and cat fur products that are made from animals that are electrocuted, beaten, skinned alive, then this is going to demonstrate to people what governing people in Canada is really all about. Is this faux fur or is it real fur?
It's faux fur. Made in China.
I don't know, is that real fur?
Oh, that would be fake. I can guarantee that. I know that for sure.
Where's the tag on it?
All new material.
I'm moving on to map 3 now. Up here along the Niagara Parkway, and then I will be walking through the town. This is Niagara on the lake. Carrying on through Fort George, stopping off at the Irish Tea Room. I was invited for tea there. Going to go up along Lakeshore Boulevard and start heading out toward St. Catharines. I want to get through St. Catharines by today. And being on pilgrimage is a little bit different than the Camino de Santiago. In Canada, you can't really find anything hostile every 4 hours along the way. So we get a lot of tourists here. We're very close to the American border here. Not all the Chinese people agree with this. There are animal rights groups in China that are trying to get this banned in that country. Politics behind it is the Canadian government, first of all, is allowing it. Can I ask you what your opinion is? If I told you that dog and cat fur was being imported into Canada and being sold as products, how do you feel about that as a tourist in Canada?
That's disgusting.
Sorry, can I ask
because I come from Zimbabwe and I'm against the furs being used other than on the animals.
why?
They belong on the animals. Well, I'm shocked at the Canadians and what they're doing. I'm shocked. I mean, there's no words that can describe it. And there should be a stop to it, and I hope this gets around the world and nobody buys Canadian products which have fur on them. It's bad.
I'm Jamie. Nice to meet you. Yeah, as I was saying, this is a documentary about dog and cat fur products being imported into Canada.
They can't say what the product, the origin of the product.
No, they don't have to. Because
That's terrible. I hope it doesn't end up in the food chain.
Well, that's
Do they get
what's-
any meat?
We have to question that. Well, if dog and cat fur is being sold here, then what happens to
China only?
It's from China, but there's also been mainly from China.
It's
So
interesting, went to Vietnam. Every place I've been to in the Eastern part, I see dogs going around, and I couldn't see any dogs. So I asked the guy, what's happened to the dogs? He said, there's a good restaurant here where you can go to. Hanoi, Vietnam.
how do we Vietnam? Right.
So they actually should have had the restaurant.
Have you ever tried to eat anything like that?
No, you must be kidding. I mean, the thought of it makes me shit. But in China, I thought that they actually serve dog meat at restaurants. That is terrible.
Yeah.
But from PETA, we don't see any notifications about this. Every month I get a newsletter from them.
Yes.
There was nothing about this issue. I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
So maybe you can talk to them too to raise awareness.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Very nice
Okay,
meeting you.
thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Blast Fest is a thing that's coming up in September.
Yeah, well, there's a number of reasons. We've seen, at least in my opinion, animal cruelty increase across not only just Canada, but in specific even to my own riding. What the bill will do is it will make awareness by requiring labeling that if you're going to import or sell retail level
Yeah.
any product with animal, in particular cat and dog fur, that it needs to be provided that information to the consumer.
How long do you think it will take before your bill does come forward?
What happens is that every year, in our new parliament, I should say, when we reconvene, we're putting out a lottery system.
Now, I was receiving, as an elected parliamentarian, a lot of videos, so I shoved it on a shelf and didn't look at it for a few weeks. But one day I took it down when I was clearing some stuff from the shelf, and I was kind of intrigued by the photograph on the front of the box, which showed an Alsatian dog being tied to a gate. And what I saw then in the next 20 minutes absolutely appalled me. You saw this dog being tied by wire to an iron gate, and then the butcher who had bought this dog in China lifted one of its rear legs and slit an artery underneath its leg. The dog was screaming in pain. He began to bleed it to death. He then hung the dog over the top of the railings and started skinning it. And as he got to pulling the entire skin of the dog over its head, you could see the dog was still blinking. And that started a campaign that went on for 7 years. It took us 7 years to get a ban on the import, export, and sale of cat and dog fur. Found the president of the European Commission, José Manuel Barroso, pleading with him to unblock legal obstacles that the Commission had been putting in the way of introducing a law banning cat and dog fur imports.
Are you aware of cat and dog fur and raccoon-dog fur being imported into Canada? Are they doing it today?
Yeah, sure.
What about raccoon-dog fur? I understand that they're using raccoon-dog for the same purposes.
Yeah, the raccoon-dog trade is particularly horrible. I have seen horrible examples of this in real life with my own eyes. The women with clubs club the raccoon on the head and throw the stunned animal to another person with a knife, who then skins it and throws the skinned body onto a pile. And I've seen some of these skinned bodies trying to climb out of the pile and run away with the blood and the steam rising off their skinned bodies. I hope one day that somebody will extend this campaign to a complete ban on raccoon fur as well. Toys like this, you often can find in tourist resorts. Cat and dog lovers, mums and dads, buy toys like this to give to their children because they love cats and dogs. They don't realise that a cat has been killed and perhaps skinned alive to make this. These items have all been DNA tested and are actually made from cat skin. This was a fur belt, this fur bandage. I calculate that this fur bandage has been made from 6 cats. A Humane Society bought a full-length fur coat and brought it to my office from Berlin. We calculated it was made from 42 Alsatian puppies. They bought a full rug in Copenhagen made from 4 golden retrievers. I went to Beijing on about 3 occasions and confronted the minister responsible for animal welfare, because cats and dogs are seen as companion animals, and in fact dogs that can lead the blind and work for the security services. We had evidence the Chinese were buying best quality breeding dogs to take to China from Europe to breed, to produce quality fur.
Are you aware of cat and dog fur being imported into Canada? Are they doing it today?
Yeah, sure. I mean, Canada is also a major market for Chinese cat and dog skins. I hoped that the Canadians would have had the sense to separate the seal issue from the cat and dog fur issue in order that they could go ahead and ban cat and dog skin imports, exports, and trade.
Are you aware that Canada has no labeling laws and that they're selling products like this on the market that are mislabeled?
Yeah, we had a lot of mislabeling problems in Europe as well. We always, throughout our campaign, we always had problems with Canada because of the nervousness that any potential ban on cat and dog fur would end up leading to a ban on seal skins.
Map 7. How many more maps to go before I get to Toronto?
2.
Hi, Jamie. Welcome to Procyon. We're Procyon Wildlife. Our motto is we rescue, rehabilitate animals.
You've got some very interesting articles on the side wall over here.
Yes. All our volunteers and all of us were all crying. We were so excited and thrilled. All this hard work.
So you have raccoons and coyote.
Yep. We had one, I believe it was last year, that got caught in a trap. And so this animal was trying to chew his foot off. That was a raccoon.
And who brought him here? Was it
as a concerned citizen.
How many people do you have employed here full-time through government grants?
3.
Have you ever heard of dog and cat fur being imported into Canada?
No.
The government is allowing dog and cat fur to be imported into Canada.
Wow. They've gone domestic now. It's bad enough wildlife, but now it's domesticated. Wow. Like I said, we're against the fur trade of animals.
Back over here where all the countryside is here, where this beautiful river runs through, there's a lot of raccoons who live here. And hopefully they have nice safe homes and they're not being harassed by fur farmers. And now I'm on my way to Burlington. So you're legally able to sign this. Would you be interested in signing? You heard what I said to him.
I did.
Would you be interested in signing this petition? I'm walking through here now.
The owner of this factory in Austria came to see me in my office in Strasbourg in France, and he said to me, "You're going to make me bankrupt. I have 3 warehouses, each the size of a football pitch, stuffed from floor to ceiling with cat and dog skins, millions of them.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh my good God. How painful would that be?